Let's talk about that moment when a potential client asks, "So, how much do you charge?" Does your stomach instantly tie itself into a pretzel? Do you feel the need to apologize for your rates? Or worse, start frantically justifying them before you've even stated a number? Here's the brutal truth: the moment you act uncomfortable about your pricing is the exact moment your prospect decides you are not worth it. Trust removed, ripped from the equation. When you treat your rates like they're radioactive and you fear saying them, guess what? Your potential client will fear them too. Today, I'm giving you my price revelation framework, PRICE, the exact system my clients use to state their rates with such conviction that prospects actually say, "That's it? I thought it might be more." Or even better, "That's about right." Sometimes that's a great deal. Yes, that actually happens when you do this right. So let's dive in. Before we go deep into this framework, let's address the elephant in the Zoom: your money mindset. As Rich Litvin wisely noted, sometimes selling is hard, sometimes it's scary, but you can do hard, and a little scary is good. Here's what actually happens when you feel that pricing panic: value disconnection, value amnesia. You've temporarily forgotten the transformation you provide, and that's a problem. You need to remind yourself what you're doing, why you're there, who you serve, how you've served others before, and keep that front of mind. The rejection protection: you've already anticipated a no before you even state your price. Self-fulfilling prophecy: if you doubt it, they'll doubt it. Confidence: believe in what you're selling. Lay it out there with utmost confidence. Now, the worth wobble: you're questioning if you're really worth what you charge. The imposter syndrome bubbling up and making you doubt yourself, doubt your program. When you've seen the results, you know you help people. Maybe there's been a few hurdles here and there, but it's common. It happens. It's life. Now, remember, objections are not roadblocks. They're really just requests for more information most of the time. They're buying signals in disguise. They're telling you what information they don't have yet in order to make the right decision for themselves, their lives. That how much question isn't an attack, it's actually an opportunity to position your value. Because if they're jumping to it, odds are they either want out of the call. "Oh, how much is it?" So subconsciously they want you to tell them so that they can object and leave, or they've seen enough value where that's the next logical step is, "I've got the value. Now what is it gonna run as far as investment goes?" So you don't have a panic attack here. You want conviction, and you want that music to your ears. "Oh, that's it? I thought it'd be more." So never, ever, for the love of all things holy, state your price first without establishing the value. It's like serving the receipt before the meal. Say this: based on what you've shared about the specific struggle, your offer or program is designed to help you achieve the specific outcome they want within 60 days, 90 days, 20 weeks, whatever it is, the specific time frame, without giving up your favorite foods, ruining your social life, the painful thing they want to avoid. What do they want to avoid? But yet, what do they want to gain? And how long is it going to take them to get there? All right, R. Got to relate your rate to the return. Got to create context by giving them something to hold on to that isn't a scary number. This isn't manipulation, it's math. Clients who fully engage with this program typically see this result within this time frame, which often represents blank return on their investment. Clients who fully engage with this program typically see less anxiety within 60 days, which often means more productivity at work. That's a return on their investment. They're going to make more money. They're going to feel better. They're going to do better because of the program and the time frame. I introduce the investment clearly. Now and only now do you state your price clearly and confidently. The investment for the program, 90 days, is blank, $9,700. Sometimes don't even use the word dollars, just say $9,700. The less verbiage you can use around money, like price, cost, dollars, the better. Keep those out. Psychologically, the more they connect it with actual money and spending, don't say spend. Don't say spend. No spend, no price, no cost. The investment is for 20 weeks, 9,700. You've minimized the amount of words that could create doubt or panic or fear. But this part, non-negotiable. Stop talking. Don't speak. Go full no doubt on that one. Don't speak. Nothing. Just stop. It's like the hardest thing to get used to doing is to say your investment number and then stop. But what it does is it forces them to fill the silence. Sometimes you have a Mexican standoff. It happens. Sometimes people know what you're doing and they wait for you to break the silence. But a lot of times, most of the time, say 90% of the time, what you're going to get is someone's knee-jerk actual response to it because they give you that truthful reaction. They don't have time to sugarcoat it. They don't have time for their brain to process how to flip it. Just get some honesty out of them, which is good. Whether they're in the sticker shock status or not, you get something more real and raw and honest. So you can work with that no matter which part of the spectrum it falls in. Okay, C, confidence in your body language. Maintain eye contact. Even on, look at the camera. It's like I'm down here reading. Now I'm looking at you. Stare into their soul. Stare into the depths of the abyss of their soul. Let them feel your eyes on them. My favorite is when people say, like, did you freeze? Nope. I'm just waiting to see your thoughts on this and get your feelings. That's always fun. Keep your voice steady, same volume. No sudden whispers, like you're sharing secrets, like you're going over the contents of the Epstein list. Avoid qualifiers, like just, only, it's around. You're not estimating a distance to the moon. You are giving them a concrete piece of information. It is not adjustable. It does not move. It is a number that is representative of the value you provide. It's just 9,700. Sounds like you're trying to sell a used car. It's only 9,700. What are you trying to sell the house on the corner? You're a real estate agent? It's around 9,700. That makes it sound negotiable. It's not around 9,700. It is 9,700. Let them think. If they're thinking, let them think. If they say something, you think. This is the part of the conversation where you should have already taken your time with these reactions and these tie downs and different information processing that you've done along the way. But at this point, slow it down. I know it's hard. And it's very hard for me, if you can't tell. Slow it down. They say something, process it. Use this information. Many different guides and trainings that I've thrown out there for you. Use it. Think about it. Know it. And calculate your strategy going forward from there. And E, elaborate on payment options. So you should have started at the top level of your tiers. You're never saying, oh, I have 12 months, 6 months, and 3 months. You're going to sell a bunch of 3 months, if anything. 12 months, 9,700. Then you stop talking. Good amount of times people are going to say it's just out of their price range, not what they expected. That's when you start rolling it down. Just set the bar up here. Ask them if they see the value. If it was $1 today, would that be the only difference maker? Does this seem like it's going to solve the issues that you have, the hurdles that you're dealing with? Yes, yes, yes. Great. I offer some different payment options. I work with people. I want to help you. I work with people to make this accessible. I'm trying to help you get to where you want to go. It wouldn't make sense for me to say, hey, you've got to pay me all up front. Sometimes it's not manageable for people. Many clients prefer if I split it into 2, because then lay out a benefit of that option. Would that work better for you? No, not 2. Okay. Think it over. Would 3 work? I think I could do 3. Then 4. I usually try not to go over 4, but if you really want to work with the person, they look like they're committed, come across with something maybe like, so if I can make this work for you today and we can find a balance in regard to the investment that makes sense to you, are you ready to move forward? Is that all the only hurdle we have here today? Yes, tie down. It's just this investment breakdown is the only hurdle we have here today. Just want to make sure. Yep. Okay. Get them to double it down. Now, any adjustments you make, even if it's a commitment adjustment, maybe you go from the 12-month to the 6-month. Then the 6-month you have to break down into 2, 3, 4 payments. You should not be going anywhere near that 3-month option that you have, or the lowest tier, unless you really have to. Yeah. Now let's get to the big 3 objections, because they're going to come at you, and how to flip them. So money. It's money. It's almost always money first. It's more than I expected. Essentially what they're saying is they just don't see the value to justify the investment. I understand many of my most successful clients initially felt the same way. What specifically about the investment feels challenging for you? This is gently pushing past that smokescreen objection that's hiding behind what they're saying in regard to the price, to the number. There's something else under there. You got to find it. You got to ask the right questions to get there. Number 2, I need to think about it. Do you, though? What do you think we've been doing here the whole time? This is thinking about it. What that says to me is I'm not convinced yet. I don't want to say no to your face. If I say I need to think about it, I can go on my merry way and forget you ever existed, forget we ever had this conversation. And then when you try to follow up with me, I will ghost you and not answer your phone calls or text messages. I do my very best not to let somebody hang up the phone with I need to think about it. Very rarely, I'll say hello to my client April out there, does it turn into a close. Some people it does if you handle it correctly after. You figure out the kind of person you're talking to, if they really are a good fit, if you can really help them, and you work from there. You need to think about it, of course. It's an important decision. To help you think it through, what specifically do you need to know more about? The value, the results you receive, any questions that I can cover to make sure you have all the information you need to make the best possible decision for yourself? And this distinguishes between like genuine consideration and polite Canadian rejection. Sorry, not sorry to the Canadian friends. And number 3, I just can't afford this right now. As I'm saying, I don't see how to prioritize this financially over other things. And sometimes you got to get a little personal with people. Start talking about their habits, their choices. It depends on what you're doing as a coach. You might be a life coach, might be a fitness coach. Say you're a fitness coach. Let's see where we can make this fit, given you said you have some stuff going on, but you want to make this work, right? This is ideal. This will solve everything. Yep. Okay. So let's take a look. Let's see where we can make some changes to make this work for you. I understand budget considerations are important. Many clients found it helpful to look at this less as a cost and more as an investment that pays dividends over time. So what would happen for this investment to become a no-brainer for you? And if they can't give you a straight answer, say, well, let's take a step back. You're a fitness coach. How often are you spending money on takeout? Let me try to help you figure some things out here so that maybe we can make this work. Start breaking it down. Takeout, bar nights, weekend getaways, all the things that people don't even often relate to what they can afford. They can usually find ways to afford anything within reason. They just choose not to, which is why they're on the call with you in the first place, because they're making bad choices. And you are going to help them stop doing that. So this is just step 1 in that process. Many, many times. Step 1 is like, let me help you fix your bad choice situation to then make a whole slew of better choices and change your life. They need that push. They can't think like that. They can't reframe it like that because subconsciously they don't want to. You're pushing them out of their comfort zone. When you're pushing them out of their comfort zone, they're not going to try too hard to get out of it. Oh no, I can't do it. Oh well. No. We're going to keep it moving. We're going to get you out of that comfort zone. We just touched upon what would need to happen for this investment to become a no-brainer. Kind of expand on that a little bit. And this kind of reveals their actual decision criteria. You're pushing the smoke screen out of the way. They have to answer that question. They're kind of giving you exactly, not kind of giving you, they are giving you exactly what is standing in the way. How would your health, fitness, wellness, whatever the thing is that you're coaching, need to improve to make this investment worthwhile? You have them tell you where the ROI needs to be. And then you paint the picture and have them paint the picture. Get them to speak the words and it solidifies it psychologically. What does it cost of not solving this problem for another 6 months? That's an important one. How much are you currently spending on solutions that aren't getting the results you want? How much have you spent on solutions? What are you doing to fix this? What have you done to fix this? Why didn't it work? Psychological triggers that make your pricing feel like a steal. The contrast principle. Always compare your pricing to the cost of not solving the problem. Just mentioned it, but we're going to double down. Do not be comparing yourself to competitors' prices. When you consider that you've already spent X on these previous solutions, this investment often pays for itself within 90 days. Like fitness coaches, for example. When you consider that the average gym membership costs $60 a month, but 80% of people don't go after February, investing in a coach who ensures you actually show up is a difference between burning money and burning calories. Also, one of my personal favorites, especially for the health and fitness side of things, the nutrition and the fitness side of things. Studies show that the average American over 40, the average overweight American, hold on, scratch that, reverse it. Studies show that an overweight American over the age of 40 spends an average, there it is, average, of over $2,500 a year on healthcare with insurance. In 10 years, that's $25,000. So if you spend $5,000 on this investment today, over 10 years, your return on investment is 5x. 5 times the investment, and you're healthier, you're living a better life, and you're not dead. That was a key selling point when I sold fitness. You're not dead. You just told me you're on blood pressure meds and you're pre-diabetic and this and all these health issues and you're 40. I was that guy, so I can speak to it. That's why I made changes. That's why I'm sitting in front of you guys now. I was a fatty. Made the changes. Because the doctor was like, yo, don't catch COVID. You're that guy on the news that they say is going to like just die. I was like, oh, okay. So you need to reframe it for people. Pacing success. Paint the picture of the transformation so vividly they can taste it, but you have them paint it. What would it look like? Perfect day. Your daily energy levels change. You're finally resolving these sleep issues. Tell me about it. Tell me about what work would be like if you solved X problem. Tell me about your relationship. Would your wife look at you differently? You're single. You feel like you'd be able to go out and feel confident talking to people you're trying to date? Imagine waking up feeling rested for the first time. Just explain that to me. What would that day be like? Paint the picture of what it's going to look like. The dream scenario. Social proof specificity. That's a fun word. Use specific, detailed examples rather than vague generalities that sound like you're making them up on the spot. Instead of, my clients see great results, say, in the past month alone, 3 busy executives, like yourself, lost an average of 12 pounds, while increasing their energy levels enough to eliminate their afternoon caffeine dependency. That's a whole lot of package, whole lot of info, and back it up. You can back it up. It doesn't sound salesy, it sounds real. This breeds credibility. Vagueness breeds suspicion. When you can point out specific people that had specific results that specifically worked with you, it works a lot better than my clients have great results. My clients do very well. All my clients see a return. All my clients get what they want. Point it out. Break it down. So, to master this, you got to practice until it's boring. Record yourself in the mirror. Record yourself in a situation like this. And the pauses, the stating of the rates. You got to be able to do it in your sleep. Practice makes perfect. The best golfers practice their swing. The best basketball players practice their shot. Tom Brady was practicing every day of the week and twice on Sundays. See what I did there? Now, identify your top transformations and list the 3 most valuable outcomes clients receive. If you can't name them specifically, you're not paying attention. You need to know. You should know. If you're taking care of your clients, you should know exactly what is happening, what the valuable outcomes were, and what they can be for this prospect. Quantify your results. Gather specific metrics from past client successes, or make sure you track them immediately so you're not flying blind in these calls. Payment options. We discussed how to handle it. Make sure you have different payment structures, different commitment lengths. Your offer structure should be the first thing you optimize. There's room for improvement. Doesn't matter who you are. You could be making $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 a month. There's room to make little tweaks and adjustments, or at least you should entertain the idea that there is room. There's plenty of ways to add to the value stack without taking a lot of extra effort from you. There's ways to position the value proposition to make the prospect see what you're trying to show them. Create the payment on, I said that, create the payment option. Role play objections. Practice responding to common objections with somebody else. A coach, a group call, get some other coaches together. Really good time doing that. You can make it fun, gamify it. You could even try your cat, but the feedback might be limited if you're a cat person. I'm more of a dog. He's over here. All right, so at the end of the day, remember, your pricing is not just a number. It's a statement about the value you provide and the transformation that you deliver. You've got to own it with confidence, and your clients will too. They're prospects, but you're going to make them your clients if you handle it the way you need to handle it, with the price revelation framework. The moment you stop apologizing for your rates is the moment your bank account starts thanking you. Now go charge what you're worth. And if that thought made you uncomfortable, rewatch this video, reread this guide about 37 times, and make sure go click subscribe to the channel. Because there's more where this came from, guys. Subscribe, like, go follow me on social media. See you guys out there.